One of Europe's major centers for international politics is in the grip of terror tonight. Armed troops patrol the streets in Brussels, Belgium, while authorities conduct terror raids as they search for one of the architects of the Friday the 13th attacks in Paris. Correspondent Benjamin Hall is in Brussels tonight.
Today in Brussels, the threat continues. Of the 21 arrested last night, 17 have now been released. 3 are held for questioning and only 1 has been charged with terror-related offences. The Belgian Prime Minister also forced to announce that Saleh Abdeslam, the Paris attacker, is still at large. And the country stays at high alert. Subways, shops, schools all closed as 1,000 soldiers fanned out around this city, afraid that another ISIS cell was waiting to move. Now questions are being raised about whether mistakes were made and whether concerns were ignored. As darkness fell over Brussels last night, soldiers moved in. 22 raids were carried out through the night as soldiers shut off streets in multiple districts and helicopters hovered overhead as they sought to prevent another Paris-style massacre. The Prime Minister announcing a few days ago that they had precise information on a, quote, serious and imminent attack. I tracked down one man who had grown up with Saleh and his brother Brahim in the predominantly Muslim district of Molenbeek. They'd even robbed ambulances together in the past.
He would go on and on about jihad with loads of guys around. He'd sit in his bars and smoke marijuana and watch videos of gun battles and go on about how he wanted to join. For the last year he talked about nothing else.
Others in the district also showed shocking support for the Paris attacks, with these young Muslims telling me an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. They spoke proudly about how the attacks were retaliation for bombings in Syria and Iraq. Today on the Belgium-German border, police increased their checks, afraid that Saleh Abdeslam would again slip through their fingers. He was held briefly by police after the attack, but was released. It was thought that Saleh was wearing a suicide belt, but today one was found without a detonator by a street cleaner in the southern Paris suburb of Montrouge, and some think he either discarded it or found it didn't work. This ease of movement around Europe has now also raised questions about security in the continent, and tonight in Rome, people are afraid.
ISIS has been threatening to hit Rome for some time, but after Paris, it just seems more foreboding. The Jubilee starts in the Vatican in 2 weeks' time. There are more than 2,000 additional security personnel on the streets, but half of Italians still think that something's going to happen.
But the former security advisor to the Prime Minister of Belgium told me that the bigger problem may be in integration of refugees into Western countries, saying,
"We are not capable of integrating those people. And I am not sure that those people are capable and willing to accept our values. So we have a problem there."
So it does sound, listening to all of that, that issues like immigration, refugees, multiculturalism and security will be hotly debated in the weeks and days to come. Bret?
Benjamin Hall live in Brussels early Tuesday morning. Benjamin, thank you.